Okay, I finally got all the parts for this 480. One thing I need or want to do is do the sticker kit. I really don't want to paint this saw because it just looks awesome the way it is. One thing that I found out is the brake does not work with this full wrap, and this full wrap is for a 480, so I don't necessarily know why. This could probably be for a 2100 or 1100 or a 298, but I do know that this side cover is probably different from this saw. The top cover is different from this saw. I purchased the top cover, the trigger piece on the inside here, and a new on and off switch. I purchased a outer dog that's supposed to go on the plate, but after I tried to fit it on there, it didn't want to fit the way that it was meant to go on there. I'm wondering if I can actually find an exhaust for this thing. I mean, I know that some 2100 parts actually interchange with this saw, but I don't think that a 2100 exhaust would fit on this saw. They're just a little tiny bit bigger. I know because I got a heat shield that goes over the front of the exhaust itself, and I tried to line it up with this exhaust, and it doesn't work because it's just a tad bit bigger. But I've not ran this saw since that one day I actually started it. I've just been slowly adding stuff to it. So I put my lightweight bar on there because I want to cut with this thing. I want to see what it's got after I did all that work to it. It does have a 266 carb on it. What I'm really thinking about doing is, if I can find a 272 carb and put on this, because I like the 272 carb, and it's actually a good universal saw for this saw and like down. I've never tried one on a 2100. I don't know if it would actually work. I know it would bolt up to it. It's the kind of the same pattern, but that's about all I really got. I know that I'm going to get a lot of crap for what I'm about to do, but I'm getting ready to cut this black stuff off. It's in okay shape. It's not the best. The reason why I actually want to kind of do it is because this saw is now custom. It's not original. It's not all original anymore. So, man, I would love to have a dual port muffler. That would be awesome. There's a big dent right here, but this thing sounds mean, but I don't know yet until I drop it in some wood and actually cut with it. I do have an X-Cut Husqvarna chain. It's a 24 inch light bar. Like I said, the 266 carburetor is on this thing. I know because I rebuilt the carb. In that one video I did show this thing running. It does run really good. It does have a little tiny bit of vibration. I would love to find some new AV mounts for this thing, but I'm going to show you guys something that I think, if I'm not wrong about this. These are these are what, 261s all the way up to 272 by the AV mounts. See the big thread. The big thread's for the plastic. I know the fine thread would be for the magnesium cases. I cannot find a set of those to put on this saw. So what I'm thinking about doing is having a set custom made for the saw. I'll show you guys this. Oh, after I did a little bit of work to get this 3-point dog on here, I think it looks really good. I mean, when you look from this angle, you can actually see them both. They're lined up pretty good. And when you line your finger up, they're lined up pretty good across the top and the bottom. So you don't need to buy no custom dogs for that thing. It's pretty nice looking. Oh, kind of don't feel good at all. Let me show you guys under the hood here. I did have to buy some top cover screws because I didn't have nothing here that would actually go in to the case, the top of the case. I'm trying not to bump that brake because if I do, it'll turn it on. I have to take it all the way off again and go back in on it. Guys, let me get you guys closer. Okay. Hit you up here. Let's turn this like that. Alright. I had to get a new on and off switch. Which I don't know if it's backwards or whatever. I did have to get a trigger assembly, this piece right here that pushes the throttle. I had to get another piece for that. Like I said, this is a 266 carb. You can tell because of the butterfly on the side right there. See it in there? Most of these are on 61s and 266 right in here, so you guys can see where I'm pointing at. But I don't know if a lot of 272s had these. Probably the earlier versions. I don't honestly know, but it works pretty good. If you have ever seen a 2100 carb, it actually looks just like this carb, kinda, but the butterfly's just a little bit tiny. It's a little bit larger is what I should say. All I did was wrap the on and off switch, the ground that comes up to the switch. I wrapped it in black tape. I'm gonna buy me some of that what is that, that heat shrink that you put on wires and you heat it and it shrinks to it. I think I'm gonna buy some of that and start using it on stuff like this, make it a little bit easier to deal with. Oh, I know the seals need to be changed on the caps because they leak just a little tiny bit, not a whole lot. My air filter is okay. It's not in rough shape or anything like that. All I did was clean it. I just aired it off and all that gunk came off of it, which is really good. I'm glad it did that. I did port the cylinder. I didn't do any kind of machine work because I can't do that. I cut the sides down like you would do on a 373 365 cylinder. If I had a cylinder, I would show you guys, but I don't have one. I think I do, but I don't know where it is. I even did the case inside to match this because I watched, God, I can't think of that dude's name, but I will put it across the screen right here. He is, I think he's from Russia, or if I'm not mistaken, I know it's somewhere over there. He might be from Siberia, I don't know. But I watched him port a 480 CD just like this, and it's got a pipe on it, and that thing is wicked in the cut. After he did all that little bit of stuff to it, he didn't even machine the cylinder, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong about that, but he does some good builds. He put this up against just a regular you know, factory 480 CD, and then he did his little mix to the other one, and he ran them head to head, and them things are freaking awesome. The one that he ported runs awesome in the cut. But what I want to do is slap this top cover on and go cut with this thing today. Let's warm this thing up. tighten the chain up a little bit though. Yeah. I like the handle better. Put that bicycle grip on there. It's a little spongy, gives you some hand comfortability. And I think it looks better on it. Ooh. You guys can see it's out in the sun. It's oiling pretty good. You can see the oil running down the bar. All I gotta do is get you a factory 480 dog, put it on the outside, modify it. It'll fit on there pretty good. Only thing is I need to open it up a little bit more, that way I can get the wrench in on it, but that's all right. Let's see if she'll start back. The on and off switch is upside down. That's all right though. Oh, a little bit of information. Like Smitty's doing. He's wanting to sell to buy tools. I totally understand that. I'm in the process myself, actually doing the same thing he's wanting to do. Actually sold the 066 yesterday for $500 to a guy at work. Hope he likes it. I'm going to buy me a lathe. I found one, and I'm going to buy a TIG welder, which I'm going to have to get some argon gas. I already got a 220 MIG, but I'm going to sell that so I can get me a TIG welder, because I think that you know, less heat, I can do muffler mods way better than just drilling a hole and put slots on the side of it. I want to actually put some pipes on them, but yeah, until the next video, you guys have a wonderful day.